Hey, am I live? Live 了吗？你这样是 live 了嘞，看一下啊。Yes, yes, I'm live. Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, everybody. 等一下啊，我 share 在我的 personal page 先。Okay, hey, sorry for the wait. 我刚才在I'm preparing the things that I want to talk about. So I lost a bit of lost track a bit of the time 啊。Sorry 啊，if you're waiting for me. 等一下啊，我看一下，这样我可以 I can see what your type. Okay, I'm live now. Okay, sorry 啊，我把那个声音关小声一点，等一下有 feedback. Okay, okay, come. Everything, yes, Iris, thank you for your questions. Okay, you're asking whether the MOP, which one is better to buy, right? Okay, come. Let's go straight to the point. Go straight to the point. 进入正题。Late already, everybody want to sleep already. Faster. 来，I share screen. Hey, where's the... Okay, here. Okay, I wish you're asking whether to get 4-room or 5-room better, right? In terms of the BTO. Okay, pros and cons. Why I see little reason 5-room over 4-room, blah, 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 blah. Okay, somebody actually write investment article about it and all these things. But I show you one thing for the housing grant versus 5-room versus 4-room. 在哪里啊？wait 啦 sorry. 5-room, 4-room. Yeah, I want to show you the difference one. There is a difference between 4-room and a 5-room. Where is it? Wait. Choto mate. Wait a while. Somebody comment already. So far comment already about some of one of the new listing that I got. Ui, 在哪里？ Okay, never mind lah. I can't find the information. Okay, so between CPF grant for a 4-room and a 5-room, right, there is a difference amount. So why some people in the resale market, right, they even though they can qualify for 5-room or 4-room, right, they still go and buy a 4-room HDB. It's because of the CPF grant. They got additional grant if let's say they go for a 5-room flat, because I think it's 多5,000块 5,000 more. Where is it? Can't find it. So if you are saying, right, if today I want to go and take a 4-room flat or 5-room flat, right, it really depends on yourself. If let's say you are going to stay for long term, then you need a big house, right? Then go and take the 5-room because sometimes the 5-room usually from the floor plan, right, you can see there's another space which they call like maybe like a suggested study area over that side, right, which you can make use of to create another small room. So for 5-room flat, you have that kind of flexibility. But then in terms of resale market, right, you can see that some of the buyers that on the ground, right, sometimes even they may qualify for, in terms of their income, right, they may qualify for 5-room, right. They still go and buy a 4-room because for first timer, right, they get the additional CPF grant if they go for a 4-room flat instead of a 5-room flat. And nowadays, right, some of the 5-room flats are getting smaller and smaller. So in terms of the size, right, both 5-room flat and 3-room and 4-room flat, right, still have a 3 proper bedroom. So to them, right, they may just think that, just take the 4-room flat, not much difference. Also got a proper 3-bedroom. So in terms of the functionality and all that, it's not compromised. It's not that compromised in the sense. So that is the reason why if let's say today, right, you were to choose between a 4-room flat or 5-room flat, which one is better if you want to choose during BTO, right? First thing first, your affordability You have to assess whether you can afford to go for the 5 room or not. If let's say you can go for it, then you need to ask yourself, do I really need such a big house or not? 5 room flat nowadays, if you realize from the BTO, from the government side, right? BTO, they don't release as much a 5 room flat anymore already. So in terms of the charting, I show you. Okay, so this is, I keep mentioning, this is one of the website that I like to frequent. Price index SRX. Okay, you go here, right? Over here itself, right? You can click 4 room. Can see since the peak, right? March 2013 drop. You look at the indicator in terms of the pricing, 152, 132. Then if I click 5 room, 147, 137. So you can see in terms of the resale performance, right? The pricing of a 5 room actually is holding better lah, because the supply side from BTO from the government for 5 room, right, is getting lesser and lesser already. So your these competitors, so-called competitors, will not be that high in the future. So especially if you look at places like Sengkang, Punggol, where there's a lot of brand new MOP flats coming out. These are your potentially competitors. Like I mentioned in the past videos, a lot of people, they try for BTO flat. It's only Singaporeans can qualify. Then some of these people, you see, to get a BTO, right, you need to have the income cap. Then you need to wait for 3 years. Then what else? You need to ballot. So all these things is very, very difficult. So that's why some people, they will try, when they get the PTO, they are very happy because balloting luck. Then when it's your turn to choose, right, you have to also see whether you can manage to choose a high floor or not. Choose the premium stack, like those better facing one, non-west sun facing one, or unblocked view one. So if let's say BTO, sometimes if let's say you're going for BTO, right, you also have to plan carefully. If you're planning to make money, then you have to plan carefully. Hey, if I get this particular facing or this particular floor, is it really worth it? You have to compare the pricing. Like for example, just an example, like for example, this particular project got one, when got one is second floor, selling at 400,000, the 4 room flat, for example, prime estate. Then another one maybe at 39th floor, unblocked, but selling at 550,000. So you think about it, whether it justified that 150K jump or not for the second floor versus 39th floor difference, something like that. So you will have to think like, you have to look at nearby recently MOP HDB estate as a comparison. So you can have a good gauge, right, in the future, how much you can go for. I mean, how much you can sell it in the potential near future lah. So this is a good sign. Like 5 room resale flat is holding up because of a limited outcoming supply from the BTO side. So likewise, EA as well, executive flat, executive apartment and executive mansionette, right? You can see the pricing is still holding very well, right? Same thing, same concept lah. People, young couple and all these things, when they want to, some people, they cannot buy BTO. Sometimes they are urgent, sometimes because they are ineligible. So they want to get, they want to chong those brand just turn fire MOP flat. So just turn fire MOP flat, right? Always generally we talk about the cluster, right? You will see a surge in demand because people start to do, start to aim already, start to want to buy already. So property agents like us, right? We, like for example, we focus in a particular area, like for example, Bukit Panjang. Then they will always ask, we always get phone calls from customer. They say, hey, in this estate, Bukit Panjang, got any a few blocks, right, coming up MOP ready? I want to buy brand new one. I don't want the old flat. So you will, if you're a property agent, you know what I'm talking about. Definitely you'll get calls from such people. They want to aim to buy those brand new fire MOP. Then you may be questioning, how come all these people never go for BTO? Like I mentioned again, is probably they are not eligible. Probably at the point of time they are not ready. So a lot of reasonings lah. So resale characteristic, people always want to go for brand new Same thing lah. That's like women, they like brand new handbag. Guys, they like brand new car, brand new watch. So resale price usually cheaper lah. So if you go to Carousel and buy your watch, you buy your car cheaper, right? Something like that lah. So if you look at the pricing chart, right, for 5 room and executive, right, the drop is not as significant as compared to 4 room and 3 room. If you see over here, right, 4 room and 3 room, you see the drop is very scary. like I mentioned again, no, it's because of basic economics, supply and demand. So today, right, if you are staying in an estate whereby there's a lot of huge upcoming supply, right, then you better be careful. So what I meant by that, right, I show you. Okay, so this is a particular estate, right, near Sengkang West, all right, 43 something series. Okay, so 43 something series, right, when it's MOP, right, during the time when it's MOP, right, you see, I already choose only the 4-room flat to show you all the data. Okay, all the 43 something series one for Sengkang. Okay, refresh. 43 something series one. So this flat currently this year, right, is about 10 years old already. Okay, we see what is the performance like. Show all. Okay, you see now, all the 4-room flat, right? You see how to filter away the lease start year. Lease start year. Okay, never mind. You just take note of the transactions, then you will know what I mean. You see now they are all trading. Look at the square meter, look at the size, look at the floor. Look at the age. Okay, I can click age. Age. Okay. This is what I meant. Okay. You see these flats, right? 43 something series one, right? They are about 10-year-old already. Okay. Now it's about 10-year-old already. Okay. That means at the 5 MOP, right? If let's say these people never sell, the pricing, right? Now they are trading, right? I would say high 300 to low 400 range. Remember, high 300 to low 400 range. 4-room flat, 43 something series one, the Sengkang West, this area. Okay. Then we look at last time if they were to sell the date, month of transaction. Can see further down or not? 43 something. I can see. Last time used to be selling at 500 range. You know what I mean? 43 something series, same thing. 43 something series. So if you say that, wow, I wait lah, never mind lah. I think in the future the price will go higher up. Like I mentioned again, Sengkang is an area whereby there's a lot of new supply coming up. So high supply means your price will soon be very competitive lah. So there will register a slight drop already. You can see back in 2001, 13, 14, that period of time, right? They still can sell at high 400 to high 400, mid to high 400 range. Now you see the pricing. Some of them already touching the 300 range already. So this is what I mean. So if let's say at the point of time during that 5-year mark, right, you choose not to do anything, then you may be subjected to another upcoming supply from nearby estate and all these things. So it's very competitive. Buyers, they're out there, they're always looking for new flats. They always want to go for new flats. So when it comes to a certain age, right, or comes to a certain point whereby your estate lose flavor already, that means don't have that sense of freshness already, right? Then people start to look at other place already. Hey, hello Melvin. Iris, hey, hello Iris. Toa Payoh, okay, I show you Toa Payoh. You want to see which block in Toa Payoh? I help you find roughly which block, which area of the Toa Payoh. Then I can showcase to you, Iris. Okay, I always like to show people this thing. Toa Payoh, right? They say that Toa Payoh is a very prime estate and all these things, right? But do you know that some of the older flat in Toa Payoh, the pricing also very scary. HDB prices, resale. Okay, Toa Payoh prime area, right? Toa Payoh is very prime, right? I choose 4-room. Okay, make a guess. Everybody make a guess. How much do you think a 4-room flat I can get in Toa Payoh? Cheapest one. Cheapest 4-room flat. I pause for a while, let you all go and type the answer. Cheapest 4-room flat in Toa Payoh. Toa Payoh is a very prime area. How much do you think a cheapest 4-room flat you can find in Toa Payoh? Lorong 1. Later I find for you. Okay, show you. How come disappear? 4-room. Toa Payoh. Past 12 months. Toa Payoh is a very prime area. You can see this area. You see the price that they are trading at for Lorong 8 Toa Payoh that side. Less than 300,000, you can buy 4-room flat in Toa Payoh already. Right, less than 300,000. This is something that I always like to show people. Hey, Toa Payoh is a very prime area, yet you still can find very cheap 4-room flat over there. So some people who are not familiar there, right, they do not know that actually Toa Payoh is considered one of our few oldest estates in Singapore. So you do have some blocks right over here, which they are already, you see their remaining list, very old already. So you can see slowly but surely, the prices start to depreciate already. Wow, Melvin, 200k, 200k 太低了，500k 500k you see, 500k you can buy two 嘞 ，Iris， 你可以买2间啊，almost 2间啊，almost 2间哦，almost two. So what is this thing all about, right? Is what we call the depreciating curve 啦。诶，刚才我 load 好了嘞，为什么不见掉？Sorry just now I was late because I was preparing all this material before I open up because need to load and all this thing 嘛。Okay. So you can see ballast table. What is the ballast table? A ballast curve. Ballast curve, right? In theory, this is what will happen to a 99 years leasehold property. So all the HDB in Singapore is 99 years, right? So if you look at the charting, you can see that it will go through a very minor gradient drop in the beginning. So for the first, I would say 10 to 15 years, right? Maybe because of economy performing well, maybe because of inflation and all these things, you don't really see your prices move that much, right? For the first 15 years, right? When everything is going well and smooth, the economy is going strong. This is in theory lah. This is in theory. In theory, right? Your 99-year lease should drop like this one. So you can see, right, at the age of 55 years, 60 years remaining, right, you can see the slope getting steeper and steeper already. Meaning to say that the drop in terms of the value is getting faster and faster already. So if let's say we are talking about HDB, right? HDB you can't do en bloc You cannot knock on everybody, knock on your neighbor's door. Hey, everybody, let's do en bloc. Let's do sell all together collectively. You cannot do that for HDB because HDB is state state owned. That means government. I always joke with people I always tell people HDB you open your main door house, everything outside belongs to government already. Really. So HDB you own air only. Serious. So HDB you open your main door out, everything outside belongs to the government. The void deck, the common area, the staircase, the lift, everything belongs to the government. Right. So if you put your flower pot outside, actually the HDB can charge you rental, you know. This one I wish I share with people. Right. So in terms of performance, in terms of the value and all these things, right? This is something you should take note. The ballast curve is very important. But likewise, I say again, right, this is based on theory. In theory, this is how your property should perform, right? But of course, there's a lot of factors in place in reality. So there are things like inflation, there are things like economic growth and all these things, right? So just now you want to see where I reach Lorong 1, Lorong 1, Toa Payoh. What you want to see, the prices there, how much are they trending, is it? I have to reload. Resale price. Wait, I find for you 5-room. Toa Payoh. Lorong 1. Cannot search Lorong 1. Lorong 1. Okay, Toa Payoh. Lorong 1. Which particular block you are looking at? 为什么这样 Lorong 1. Toa Payoh. Toa Payoh Crest, I know which one you're referring to already. Those are very nice one. Yes, but haven't MOP. Which block you staying? Don't mind you want to share or roughly where? Stay in Toa Payoh. Toa Payoh which side going to MOP already? Lorong 1 which side? Toa Payoh, I a bit not so familiar to be honest. Which cluster you staying? Crest Is it this one? This side already MOP ma? Is it you buy resale? You buy resale waiting for MOP, is it? So if you're talking about Toa Payoh Crest Toa Payoh, Toa Payoh Crest is Toa Payoh Crest. Oh, I see, I see. Hey, this cluster like not bad, very near the Caldecott MRT. Further down is the brother already. This area very prime, eh. I think got people selling online already, what? I check for you, 131 Toa Payoh. 131 Toa Payoh, Lorong 1. I think got people selling already, leh. Oh, haven't yet, 20. That time I searched is where I saw some listing already up. Further down, I think further downwards towards Toa Payoh Central that side. Another MOP cluster coming out. So depend on what you want to do, lor. You have to know your objective, like after you sell already, where you want to move to. That is more the important thing. Oh, you bought the balance flat, likely, government 起价. Likely lah. Because sale of balance flat, right? If you notice, usually you buy, right, is higher price compared to the first day they buy one. So the HDB, they also will increase the price for sales of balance flat one. So but okay lah, you still make money lah. I would say, like, for example, if other people of the same unit type, they make say 400,000, maybe you make 250 lor, maybe. Bo Hua. Why Bo Hua? Okay lah. Toa Payoh is a prime estate ma. So you stay there, then enjoy the facilities and everything. The market opposite is very vibrant ma. So Toa Payoh itself, I would say, once you reach your MOP, you can think about it, whether you want to do a switch or what. Because like I mentioned again, right, HDB is a different class, it's a different asset class. And usually I always want to share with people, the best time to sell is during the MOP period, whereby the value is still the highest, right? Then that's where that you have to decide where you want to move to next. Importantly, you have to know what is your objective. Like if let's say your kids is still studying there, your parents staying nearby there, then it's more of a needs based, right? Then I would just say, okay lah, you may not want to sell because of all these things already built into the concept. Then you may want to choose to cash out in the sense whereby because HDB cannot do refinancing so you may want to choose to do this thing what we call cashing out cashing out from HDB. Cashing out from HDB, that means you sell your BTO, right? Then you buy another same block, same area one. Then you take a fresh loan, take a fresh bank loan from your this existing estate. So some of them are doing this so that they can cash out from their BTO, because HDB is the only property class in Singapore whereby there's a lot of restrictions. So meaning to say, right, if let's say today if I own a private property, right, if the property value goes up in price, right, I can do a term loan, I can do an equity loan up. Meaning to say, right, like for example, if I buy at 1 million, my loan is at 800,000, for example. Then over time, the property price increased to 1.2 million, right? Then I can take a 80% loan based on 1.2 million. Then the difference, right, is what we call a term loan or a equity loan for private property, right? But for HDB cannot. So even your price increase already, right, you still cannot cash out the house without selling. So that's the inflexibility of HDB law, right? Then got to plan properly what you're going to do next, where you're going to shift and all these things. Yeah, but okay lah. Toa Payoh is a very prime estate lah. So just be happy lor. Yeah, life sometimes everything money also sian Just be happy lor, right? But you have to know what's going on have to know what's going on to your asset, have to know what's going on in terms of your market value and all these things. So 4 room or 5 room, resale market, if let's say today a young couple go and buy a resale, then if let's say they want to chong the CPF grant, they'll go and take 4 room, because 4 room got additional 5,000 or 10,000, I can't remember. Then if let's say they are going for BTO, right? BTO, then I say that depending on whether you can afford or not, I would suggest that if you're planning to hold the thing for long term, right? Then nowadays, like I mentioned, government stopped releasing a lot of 5 room flat already. 5 room flat you see nowadays, right? They are being offered at all those more outskirt area north area west area those very outskirt one, they will still offer the 5 room flat. Tengah still have 5 room flat. Yeah. So but you can see the prime area, right, near the CBD and all these things, right? They no more offer 5 room already. So that's the thing. So I was mentioning, right, if let's say today, when is the best time to sell, then some people say must wait, right? Then you must know what you want to wait, right? Because like for example, today I reached 5 MOP already. then you say that, yeah, I think in the future the price will increase further. Then you have to think what to justify the increase of, because you have to see, right, is there any upcoming development, like things like, is there a new MRT station coming up? Number one. In your case, yes, Kelly Court, there's one more Thomson line coming up. Then number two, is there any significant transformation happening in Toa Payoh other than this MRT? Other than this MRT, Toa Payoh looks like won't have already leh. I don't think you have any major big transformation ongoing in this area, right? Then I think if you can use a very good comparison, right? Some of the more happening places, right? Like for example, Woodlands regional hub is coming up. So that's why there's a new batch of a BTO being offered over there, right? So some of the young couples profile lah, they're asking, hey, if I don't mind inconvenience, if I want good appreciation value, if I want to go for BTO lah, where should I choose? Then I say go and choose those with big development places ah. Like for example, Woodlands Regional Hub is one of the key area where the government is pumping a lot of money, create a lot of business activity around there. Then another place is the Tengah New Town. Tengah New Town, I think some of the flat high chance, I think they are only offering at 200K range, which is very cheap for now lah. Because Tengah is going to be the first smart estate no driverless everything underground one. So I think it's going to be like 20 years Punggol again, no? Like 20 years when they offer Punggol new flat, nobody want to stay. Even taxi driver last time, they say, hey, what Anchorvale, what all these are, they very blur. So sometimes some taxi driver, they don't want to send, not say don't want to send, reluctant to send people to Sengkang Punggol area. But now different already, now it's very established, a lot of young people staying there, young families staying there. Then with a government pumping a lot of money into Punggol estate, doing a lot of big developments over there. RGS, yeah, correct. RGS happening at the Brothers School that side. Yeah, but this one is secondary Okay, talking about RGS, right? Okay, the impact for schools, right, is bigger when it's primary school. So meaning to say, right, parents, the tendency to shift for primary school is higher than secondary school, because secondary school, you can take your own bus and MRT already So tendency is that for parents, if let's say they have school going kids, right, tendency is that if let's say if it's a primary school, high chance they will move for the kid. But if let's say a secondary school, right, it's about what 13 years old already so more or less semi-adult teenager So some of the kids, some of the parents, they may just say, hey, you go and take your own public transport go and learn to take a bus, learn to take a MRT. Then RGS is right over here, Brother is right over here, which I think, this is based on my own opinion I think there is a lesser chance that parents will move house because of secondary school. Lesser chance as compared to primary school, because primary school is still young 7 years old, so they will want to choose to shift nearer, at least driving distance away at least school bus can come and fetch, or maybe one direct bus they can reach the primary school, so that at least for fetching the kids to and fro is still convenient. But this thing surely they will boost as well, because shifting over here, RGS famous secondary school, yes, will have some impact as well, but not as much as compared to primary school. Yeah, big transformation, something like, how to say got I would like to have those work related, business activity related happenings. Yeah, school is one of them. Yes, school is definitely one of them. If this international school is coming, I even like it, because in international school, right, the people are going to be renters they're going to be tenants. They don't own property one, so they're going to likely it's going to be foreigners. They come here, they want to rent near the place, rent near the international school. So in terms of like school impact, right, what I like more is towards international school and primary school. So tendency is that every year you will have a new demand for sure one. Also because primary school, they got the one click thingy you must stay within one click or something. So tendency is that primary school, international school, upcoming if let's say then yes, it will drive up some demands in terms of the overall neighborhood area and all these things. Yeah. So yeah lor. Anything else you want to ask? Toa Payoh very good eh. Toa Payoh got one last time share a bit of story. I think it's this plot. Yeah, should be this plot. This plot and where else this plot King Kiat Beacon. So that day not that day few months ago I met up with this client. So his kid is studying in Pei-Chun. Yeah, his kid is going to study at Pei-Chun. So he's asking me about my opinion. Hey, if next time because I think it's being offered at the same time, same batch. So he applied is together one. He said if let's say I got a choice, I should choose this plot or this plot. I think it's this plot. Is it this plot? Yeah, this plot. Then I tell him if let's say it's for your son, it's for your kid, of course this plot better. You can walk to school. Pei-Chun very, very convenient. Okay, if it's for your son, okay, you choose here, you walk to school. All right. But if it's for money, I will choose here. Quite obvious, right? Because here got MRT, stuck between these two MRT. One Braddell MRT and one Caldecott MRT. So I didn't ask in the end where he choose. If you are watching this, you know who you are. Let me know where you choose in the end. I also don't know where you buy in the end for the BTO. So the son is going to study in Pei-Chun. Then he's divided and he's undecided whether to choose the Kim Kiat Reapers, which is this one, or this Toa Payoh Reach, right? So he got the he I think he applied for both. Is it the same batch one? I can't remember. Yeah, good estate, right? Kim Kiat Lin. That side is quite okay, but some of the flat getting older already. There's the very famous Dragon. Is it there? The Dragon Playground somewhere there. Is it? No, the Dragon Playground is over here, near the Toa Payoh Apex, right? Opposite the Safra Club, Safra Club that side. So the temple there also, they say very good. You pray can take 4D one. Don't know how true is it right? So if you have take 4D before, at least you can share. Yeah. So Toa Payoh is a very prime estate, I would say, right? Then again, like I say always, that you must know what you are waiting for. You must know, like if you don't want to sell at the fire MOP mark, then you must know why you don't want to sell. If you want to sell and move to another place, then you must know which other better opportunities are there out there at that point of time. Like we always share with people why we want to encourage people to go for HDB upgrading. HDB upgrading is always because the major two fundamental difference between the two asset class that means private condo and HDB. HDB after all, it still belong to state a lot of restrictions. You need fire MOP you can sell to Chinese, Malay, Indian you want your block what color that means you can't even choose. You can vote they give you only a few options to choose what your block you want to paint, what color. Then your leaf spoil and all these things also you wait for them to maintain. You don't have a say one in the sense that means you don't have control over your HDB one. But then again, there are also pros to it big space, affordable in the sense whereby compared to the side by side comparison of private property is affordable Like if you see the newest one in Toa Payoh should be Gem Residences. Gem Residences, I think the 3-bedroom now I check how much. Now recently TOP already. Some of my colleagues they got clients there. Go and take key already. Gem Residences. Okay, can go and see. Yeah, today internet very lag. Don't know what happened. 3-bedroom. 3-bedroom. See how much the owner selling. Wow, 2 million. Wow, say. Walao, no wonder HDB in Toa Payoh can reach 1 million because people in a brand new one sell. I search lowest price. This one maybe okay 1.55 1.55 not 2 million. Scare me. 936 square feet, 3-bedroom, cheapest one the cheapest listed one I stopped by lowest price already 3-bedroom in Gem now seller asking at 1550. So you can see the difference same estate if let's say today a person who don't really care about I don't want to make money, I don't care about where I stay, I just want to have a space, I just want to have a roof over my head, I want to stay in Toa Payoh, just take HDB law, HDB cheaper ma. But if let's say they want new then they have to choose between, wait I find, if I want to buy brand new HDB in Toa Payoh proper 3-bedroom that means 4-room lah, alright, 4-room Toa Payoh, you see how much cheapest one, constructed after 2014 should be those MOP ready. Ooh, Jusing. Eh, that day I remember I saw something yeah, I broaden out the search term a bit I put 2010. Wow, 吓死你 scare you scare die you still Jusing. Hey, wait it should be have see, built in 2012. That means already MOP for 2-3 years already. 139A. You see side by side comparison if I want to buy a proper 3-bedroom to stay half price 139A. I see where is the location. 139A Toa Payoh, Lorong 1 Toa Payoh, correct right? Lorong 1 Toa Payoh. The big, oh, this one is DBSS. Okay. Not a fair comparison. This one is DBSS Okay, I try to broaden up because Toa Payoh really don't have so much supply. That's the thing. Okay, 2015. We see still got other 4-bedroom comparable or not? Okay. Wow, this one small one built in 2007. You see the size 818 square feet. But you can see the pricing difference already, right? If let's say today, this one is 146. 79B. Yeah. So you can see the difference really. If let's say if the person don't really mind slightly older flat, then maybe they may choose this one. This one the location is also not bad 79. Suddenly jump so far away. Jump to Malaysia already. 79E. 79E is here. So convenient. Right? This side you see if they don't mind the pricing, right? They can get it at how much? 640,000 for a proper 3-bedroom proper 3-bedroom. 818 square feet smaller compared to this one brand new Gem Residences 3-bedroom 1.55 mil. Starting from some more starting from it means it's going to be more expensive than these right? Gerard, if you're watching this, you close deal must give me introduction fee likewise for Kevin Kwa, I think he boeing this one top achiever in the ERA. Okay, 79E. This one, I mean, just a quick comparison for you to showcase that if people will want to buy a proper 3-bedroom to stay, what is the cheapest price they can find in Toa Payoh? If they can qualify for public housing, they don't mind going for it, then they can get this kind of pricing versus if I want to buy a brand new private condo, right? The newest one is Gem Residences, right? 936 square feet going at 3 million. This one TOP already, just TOP. After that, no more upcoming supply already. The whole of Toa Payoh, no more new condo already. The newest one is Gem, right? If you want to get somewhere near here, I think it will be towards Potong Pasir that side already. Potong Pasir that side still have some more new condo. Too young to buy 4D. Yeah, correct. Yeah, if you want to buy, really want to buy 4D, or you can ask your parents to buy one. Papa 帮我买一块大一块小。Just kidding Yeah, Gem is 99 years. It's not freehold. Gem is 99 years. TOP just recently TOP only. Going at 1.55 mil. This is a very interesting concept right? They got the clubhouse concept, club concierge service concept so to speak, right? So like I mentioned again if let's say today you must plan what you want to do next like moving towards private property, what is your perks, what is your benefit, then in the future when the property market going up another upturn again, you may want to reassess your portfolio and then see whether is there opportunity to multiply your portfolio or not, which we do it slow step by step So we wish and encourage people like do proper planning in the sense whereby for example after the couple sell already, the young couple sell the HDB already, right? Then we plan to see whether we can do a proper ownership holding or not. Then you free up one of the name, right, to do a second property investment. But step by step lah. Also have to make sure that your financial money is stable lah. That means don't overstretch. Don't become a house slave. So there's two extreme end. One extreme end is some people, they just, don't care lah. I fully pay my HDB. I relax already, comfortable already. I don't want to do anything about housing anymore. I don't want to stress. So they just treat housing as housing. No much in terms of investment value. So they just, okay lah, housing is just housing. I don't care. So they just treat it as a home. Then versus another one, very extreme one, we're saying that, hey, I must make money from housing. So some of the interesting case. Recently I met up one client, cannot mention who is. So apparently another agent suggested this to him because he says that this another agent, he says that go and buy new launch, because new launch you can enjoy the capital upside, meaning to say, like when it's TOP, same thing like MOP behavior lah. So when it's TOP, right, likelihood is that there is a jump in terms of pricing. So like for example today, if you look at GEM, the people who bought the three bedroom back then, right, they probably buy at a much lower price. But now when it's TOP is able to sell already, right, they enjoy the jump, maybe a 200 to 300K jump. Then they would cash out that potential money again, then to re-roll to do the same thing again. But then again, right, it's something that is risky because nobody can guarantee that you confirm can exit with a good profit margin. You also have to choose the project correctly. So apparently this particular agent suggested this to the client, which I have really recently transacted. So he says that, hey, Mr. Client, I teach you, I share with you, why not you sell away your HDB, then your funding on hand, right, actually both you and your wife, right, got enough income. You sell away already, right? Husband, go and buy one new launch. Wife, go and buy another new launch. Then you all go and rent a HDB. Then I say, wow, so garang, very aggressive. What if your this client don't make money from the new project? Very stressed. So I don't think, sometimes we can show them what's happening in the market. We can show them data statistics. But end of the day, right, the decision is still client. We try not to, push or influence that much in that sense. I mean, that's for me lah. At the end of the day, nobody can know or predict the future, what's going to be happening. Just like this COVID situation, I'm sure a lot of people stuck, right? Like probably, I'm just guessing, probably some people last time they buy GEM residences, right, with the mindset to sell off at TOP range, right? Then now with this COVID situation happening, if let's say there are those very stretched one, very stretched, go and buy this project, right? Then how? Cannot let go, very stressed. Then you continue renting at your HDB flat. Then like, wow, I don't know lah. Yeah. So that's what's happening. Yeah. Potong Pasir or Toa Payoh better? For own stay or for investment? If it's for own stay, definitely I like Toa Payoh better, because Toa Payoh got the HDB feeling, got the heartland feeling. You go wet market lah, you go buy cheap hawker center food very good So if I were to prefer for own stay, I would prefer to stay in Toa Payoh because of all these amenities and everything. If let's say we use Potong Pasir to compare, right? Potong Pasir is just a very small estate over here. So in terms of the amenities, recently not too bad Maybe because PAP win over already hey, cannot talk about politics right? So recently you got see there's a new shopping mall coming up. You can see they do a lot of shuttle walkway. You can see there's a lot of things that's improved in this estate In the past, it used to be an opposition stronghold So Potong Pasir in the past, if let's say if you are familiar here it's just more towards this particular market. But now with the Poise shopping center up, right, there's much more things happening around here But again, myself for own stay purpose, I would prefer stay Toa Payoh, because Toa Payoh really got a lot of hawker center. I think sometimes our office is in Toa Payoh our headquarters is in Toa Payoh. Sometimes I go just Toa Payoh walk around, right? I don't know what to eat really can confuse, don't know what to eat. Too much options really. Yeah, I think over there easily got 6 hawker center easily I think. Versus if you talk about Potong Pasir is just this small area people who stay here probably is because of the St. Andrew School, which is a very popular school around this area lah. Yeah. So for Wednesday, Toa Payoh. For investment, because Potong Pasir also don't have new HDB coming up. Probably towards the Ulay that side already lor. Ulay that side, oh, okay, talking about Ulay, further up, right, Ulay, all this thing, right, is going to be another gold mine. I think another gold mine, really. All these people who buy the BTO over here, right, really strike lottery. I think really will strike lottery because next time there's going to be an underground bus station, going to be a lot of shops, new shopping center coming up, a lot of vibrancy. So this whole area, right, all the BTO that people who buy, right, I think they are 5 room, 4 room or 5 room, almost close to 500,000. So if you see they buy 500,000, how much they're going to sell? Maybe some of them, I guess, high chance, the next batch of 1 million properties, 1 million HDBs, right? High chance, some of them will come from here. Likelihood, those high floor and unblock facing one, they will be coming from here, right? Of course, if you talk about Potong Pasir, not much new HDB coming up really. Yeah, lor. So anyone's coming in, feel free to type any questions you want to ask. If not, 哇，11点了，要睡觉了。Yeah, be ending soon. So yes. Anything else you want to ask? If not, I will be ending my live session today, and I will 下线了. I will offline already. Okay? No more. And then I stop share already. Okay. Bye everyone. Good night. Bye.